When it comes to real estate, everything matters. Whether you're a realtor, homeowner, buyer, or seller, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title is here to inform, entertain, and inspire you. Host Bill Napick from Stewart Title will talk with guests about what really matters when it comes to owning, buying, and selling real estate. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title starts right now. Here's your host, Bill Napick.
Welcome to the show, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. I am Bill Napick, and put your seatbelts on for this very special edition of Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. You're going to enjoy the show. Once again, we have assembled a tremendous cast, so we're going to start right now, the Real Estate Buzz with Roseann Rogers.
In real estate, it's good to know your resources, what's relevant and what's real. Here it is, the Real Estate Buzz with Roseann Rogers.
Here it is, the Real Estate Buzz. Roseann, welcome to the show once again.
Thanks, Bill. Good to be here.
The Real Estate Buzz, it's so awesome. Let's tell people, what have you brought for us today?
Well, we like to talk about I love that intro. It says, what's relevant? What's relevant, of course, are Don't Get Rocked by a Hurricane Part 2 presentations that are taking place all across the city of Houston. If you haven't had a chance to see this or hear this through Stephen Costello, who is the Chief Recovery Officer for the city of Houston, he's also better known as the Flood Czar, you need to hear this presentation. He definitely has the 411. I mean, if you're not going to city council meetings, then you're not hearing what he has to say, because he definitely has the information of where we are right now after Harvey, where are we going in the future, and what we all need to know, because it's not just about real estate, it's about a lot more than that too.
It's about our big city,
it's
Houston,
our big
Texas.
City. You know, real estate does matter in so many ways in the way that we live our lives, and what he has to say is very relevant to what we do in our business and our life. And so if you have not been to one of these presentations, what should they do, Bill?
It's very easy. Stay close to your Stewart Title Business Development Officer. It's that easy. That's all people have to remember. And then in addition, how do they know who that person is? If they don't already know their business development officer, or we can simply say their representative.
Absolutely.
Google Stewart Title, find out the place closest to you, our office, and we have them all over. How many offices do we have?
We have 36 units in the Houston area. 36 units. And you know, they can always contact me, Bill, or you.
That's exactly
right. The two
right.
of us are all around. We have the next one coming up. We have Memorial. We also have June 3rd is a very, very big one coming up at Tony's Restaurant. We all know what Tony's is.
I'm getting
Tony's,
hungry.
You're getting hungry. All right. It's almost lunchtime, but I think it's very relevant for realtors. If you're in the business, then you need to hear this presentation. And it doesn't matter if you're up in Champions or Cypress or down south as far as League City or Galveston. We all travel. I always say Tahoe will travel. That's my form of transportation. And if you want to see something and hear something that's relevant to your business, you will drive. And so it doesn't matter if your Stewart Title office is in Galveston, you're still welcome to go to any of our presentations that we have. It's open to all realtors at all times.
And of course, last week, if people heard the show, we had Frank Billingsley on the show.
Yes.
He does an incredible job. And he's such a nice guy as well, and funny too. So many things can happen.
Just to give you a history, Frank helped us launch Don't Get Rocked by a Hurricane last year after Harvey. We really needed this information to kind of tell us what was going on, how weather is changing, right now. And so Frank is also doing the presentations in addition to Stephen Costello as well.
So that is super awesome. In addition, as we say, stay close to your Stewart Title Business Development Officer. There are other things going on all the time, too. So that's why you want to connect with them, find out who they are if you don't already know, and say, hey, what's on the agenda? Because there's so many great things.
Classes, CE classes. I know my real estate license is up June 30th, and you know what I need to do, Bill?
Renew?
I got to renew. I need those classes. So this is a great time to be connected to your business development officer for getting those CE credits that you need when you're licensed. Don't wait to the last minute. Like myself, I admit I'm waiting to the last minute. So I will be taking some classes as well.
There you go. Before we close out, Roseann, what else should people know?
You know what? Go to Stewart Title. If you need something, we're a great resource for you. Contact yourself, Bill, or me if you don't know who your business development officer is in your area, and we can certainly help you.
And I want to say it one more time. We love our job so much. We run to work.
We do.
Oh, my goodness.
Run to work. We really do. And speaking of running to work, our corporate headquarters is moving down the street. So I have a big move, which I keep saying that everyone looks in my office and keeps saying, Roseann, are you getting ready to move? I'm like, well, yeah, but moving day's not till Friday. So Friday, I'll be packing up. We're going to wait till the one day to do it, and then we're moving down the road. So
all I have to do is go to Stewart.com And if they want to reach out to you, Roseann?
Absolutely. You can just email me at roseann.rogers@stewart.com. You can find me. You can Google me. You can go to Facebook or Instagram. Any way you want to contact me is certainly fine.
Indeed. They may even see that Tahoe running around with the Buzz Lady license
They
plate.
may see it. Let me tell you, I'm all over town all the time.
There you go. Roseann Rogers, the Real Estate Buzz. Thank you, Roseann.
Thank you, Bill.
Welcome back, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Here we go. We have two guests right now. Number one, we have Mr. McKinney, and we have Brittany White. Hey, guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Good to see y'all. So, first of all, Mr. McKinney, people always want to know what you're doing, so let's tell them the latest, and then what's Brittany's role here?
Oh my goodness, so right now is the end of the year for school, so I do a lot with school kids. So we've got nonstop tours of the Houston Heights, the River Oaks area, downtown Houston. So actually, I got the bus here today actually because I'm about to head over to Hogg Middle School.
Well, let's tell people what the bus is. And it's called Mr. McKinney's Historic Tours, right?
Mr. McKinney's Historic Houston is the name of the company. And then my vehicle for as a mobile classroom is called the Houston History Bus. So you can go to houstonhistorybus.org, or you can just Google Mr. McKinney, M-I-S-T-E-R, Mr. spelled out like Mr. Rogers, and you'll be able to find all my TV segments on Channel 11 and CW39, everything I've done the last 11, 12 years. But I've enjoyed teaching kids about their local history. And I do also teach realtors and adults also about local history as well, and had many great partnerships with Stewart Title, and excited. And actually, we were just on a Heights tour yesterday, and I had Bobby and Kendra over at the Heights location on 11th Street come and talk to my kids. And Kendra was awesome. She talked about the history of land use in the area, and we showed some old maps, and the kids really got a kick out of that. And they found out, what a title company is used for, the importance of it. So that was just a neat way to be able to tie in kind of what you guys do, but also more importantly, what these kids are learning about.
And one of the great things is that as I've been on some of your tours, and even at this very building, we can point to almost any square foot of land, and you could tell the history about that.
We're in the world's largest residential development, Sharpstown,
it's
1955. Incredible. Frank Sharp's opus, is Lamar Westland wasn't enough, and neither was Oak Forest. What does he do? He tops it off with Sharpstown. So it's really neat to be, like you said, look out the window and see all the history. I always say every place and every space has history.
To also mention, the bus that you speak of is a cutoff school bus, so that when people are on it taking these tours, in fact, you have a miniature model we'll show for the YouTube camera, and that is they could see with great views, ride the bus, hear the history. It's just too awesome.
It's sensory overload. Here we are taking young people on the bus and engulfing them around history. And this is actually the second partnership we had with the Catalyst in downtown Houston. It's a wonderful luxury high-rise, and Brittany White's been amazing to sponsor the tours that we did last year for Houston's birthday. And then this year, they're doing a project about women's history. So the Catalyst, if you don't know about it, it's an amazing property that faces all over downtown. You can see all these great views. So I'm just so happy to have Brittany White joining us today.
And Brittany's going to tell us more about it. Right, Brittany?
Absolutely. So we are a 28-story luxury high-rise apartment community. We're brand new, so we are still in lease-up, but we are leasing up very quickly, so definitely come by and check it out. But we have the most amazing views of the city, whether it be the actual downtown view, completely unobstructed, the whole skyline, or looking directly into Minute Maid Park. We're 1 block away from Minute Maid Park.
I want to go.
You should come check it out. You can see right into the game. If they keep that roof open, it's amazing. Even if they don't, you can see directly into the ballpark. So it's incredible.
I bet that top floor is incredible.
It is. The penthouse levels are just stunning, and we have 2 levels of penthouse levels, the 27th and the 28th, and they have just the best views, completely updated interiors, and we even have a complete penthouse just floor and lounge for all of the penthouse residents.
I know folks that are remodeling their historical homes, for example, which is a loving project, takes a long time, just bought a brand new house, but they need a place to live for a couple of months, right, or a year or so. And that's an opportunity why it's so fun to have the Catalyst be involved. So it's great. Women's history is important. Yes, March is Women's History Month. This is an encore presentation that we're doing. It's happening on Saturday, June 1st. 1 o'clock. It's a $24 contribution to a nonprofit called Leading Ladies. It's a young ladies high school organization that Brittany's worked closely with in the past. And you just go to supportll.org is where you sign up for the Women's History Tour on June 1st, Saturday, June 1st at 1 o'clock. 1 day only, 1 tour only, 20 seats available on board the Houston History Bus, so it's a rare opportunity. And you can always rent the bus out privately if you want to do your own women's history tour. You can always bring your own goodies on board the bus, whatever you like, to have a great time. But you're learning about history, and you're learning about Houston and women's history.
Almost hate to ask, but do you have a favorite part of Houston, Mr. McKinney? Because you're so passionate about every square foot. But let's just say some of your
break
favorite
it down.
spots.
So if I want to absorb, the nature of Houston, bar none, I'm going to walk through Memorial Park. I mean, you walk through Memorial Park. We are so blessed to have that 1,700-acre park right in the middle. It is, it's kind of our central park. So it's great to have that. If I want to absorb the city skyline, I go to the Catalyst. There's the 26th floor private room you guys have?
Mm-hmm, our Club 26. Yeah.
That's really cool. It's a private space. If you live there, you get to use the space. But it's so neat to be able to see the city from a different vantage point when you're high up like that, and when you're in the middle of the city, looking all around 360-degree views. Right? It's really neat. So it depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
There's something for everybody here in Houston, and the views. First of all, when I got here to Houston in 1982, a long time ago, that's one of the things I loved, the high-rise buildings, even
we were
at
booming
the time.
In 82. It was great.
Exactly. It was a great time. Let's tell people a little bit more about the Catalyst, Brittany.
Sure. So we're offering quite a few upfront concessions right now just to get it completely leased up. So if you want to come by and check it out, we've got amazing floor plans. Every time someone comes through, it's really kind of a no-brainer for everyone. They come through and see us compared to other properties because, Houston is booming, as we all know, and high-rises are popping up left and right. So when they come to us, it really is just kind of an obvious sell. They don't want to leave. They stay. We invested all of that square footage in our outdoor amenity spaces, 22,000 square feet of our pool deck. Outdoor cabanas and grilling stations, of course, fire pits. It's just
new restaurant
full-on luxury. Yes, Irma's Southwest moved across the street into our retail space, so now they are a fine dining luxury experience as well. So it just kind of goes with our entire theme.
And the Catalyst used to be on the old William Penn Hotel built in 1925. So there's a lot of history in the area too. The Annunciation Catholic Church with the beautiful gold spire is just a couple blocks away. Minute Maid Ballpark, 1910, the old Union Station is right there too. So it's something for everybody. It's really kind of neat to be able to walk around that area.
From the floor plans, what is the smallest floor plan, Brittany?
613 square feet.
So if you just want a little spot downtown, you have something for that. And then the largest one would be?
Right under 2,000 square feet for our 3-bedroom penthouse. So that's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
And what's the website?
It is www.catalyst.live.
That sounds great. Mr. McKinney, what else should people know about what's going on in your world?
Just stay tuned. Please like and follow my social media sites. I don't have a large marketing budget. I mostly focus on the kids, obviously. So if you go to, Instagram, you can follow us on that at Mr. McKinney's Historic Houston, Mr. McKinney or Houston History Bus. Twitter, same thing. McKinney's HOU History Bus. And then Facebook, of course, just search Mr. McKinney. Or just Google Mr. McKinney. You'll see everything that we do. So I want to educate more and more folks about local history and come on board the bus. Come join us.
Well, in addition, real estate professionals love what you present and being on your tours because it helps them. Because every real estate professional is an ambassador of Houston, Texas,
Absolutely.
Or an ambassador of the neighborhood and indeed the home they may be selling.
Be knowledgeable of their areas. And a lot of times they have good contemporary knowledge of the area. They might know what happened there 20 years ago or 15 years ago, 30 years ago. But let's talk about really cool land use from the beginning, from the 1830s here in Houston, or even if a neighborhood's brand new, and I say new like 1920s, right? 1920 Broad Acres, for example, then you get it as who lived in these mansions, right? I mean, you're selling a property that's historic or in a neighborhood that's luxury. Let's talk about the area. And I'm excited Nan Properties here, by the way, because I've always wanted to meet these ladies. So here they are. This is great.
There you go. It's going to be incredible. We're just beginning the show, no question about it. So if people want to reach out to you for a bus tour or anything else, Mr. McKinney?
Just call or text me. I'm so accessible, 713-364-8674, 713-364-8674. Text is always great. Text me your first name, last name, tell me who you are, what you want, and we'll work out. We'll get you on the bus.
And the other great thing is if they Google Mr. McKinney, there is no other Mr. McKinney. So that is a tremendous advantage. In fact, they can't forget your name.
You got to spell it out, though. Mr. M-I-S-T-E-R. Just think of Mr. Rogers.
Right. They can't forget you, even if they want to. And, Brittany, what else should people know about the Catalyst? And how long has the building been there and ready for occupants?
So we had our first occupants move in September of 2017, but we really started getting the ball rolling with the completion of the construction just about a year ago. So we are almost completely occupied. We still have some units available. Come by and check it out. But also, it's 24-hour concierge service. It is luxury, complimentary valet for everyone. We really do sell that luxury lifestyle, whereas some others kind of just give you the same upfront concessions and deals. But at the end of the day, we want you there from start to finish. That is your home. We will treat you that way. So we sell that lifestyle. Definitely come check us out. Our website, again, is www.catalyst.live, and our phone number is 713-292-2800.
Thank you so much. Give her a call at 713-292-2800. That's 713-292-2800. Mr. McKinney, Brittany, thank you so much for being on the show. We're going to come back later, and we're going to take a short break. Stay with us.
Most people don't know that Stewart offers business, home, and auto insurance. In fact, Stewart Insurance and Risk Management has been doing that and more for over 10 years. And they partner with many leading insurance companies to offer great rates. They're a national insurance agency operating in all 50 states, delivering a broad range of insurance products. Whether you need a home insurance quote for a client's home closing or your own insurance needs, you can count on them. Call 866-845-4676. That's 866-845-4676. Stewart Insurance and Risk Management is here to help.
Here we go. The adventure continues. Now we have Luanne Marshall. She is with Nan Properties. Luanne, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Bill. Glad to be here.
And you are a real estate professional for many years here in the great Houston area. Let's tell people a little bit about Nan Properties. They've heard about it on the show before, but let's tell people from your perspective, Nan Properties, what's going on?
Oh, wow. Nan Properties is rocking. One of the things I love about Nan is our affiliation with Christie's, Real Estate International. Christie's has a phenomenal reach for us. The power is amazing. We have 146 affiliates, and we're in 46 different countries. So that gives us the ability to market properties globally. And we have referrals with other agents that we can also market globally. We can refer clients to them. They can refer clients to us. It's exciting because when we have the luxury portfolio that Christie's offers, then we are able to pass that on to our clients, and they have a wealth of marketing that we have at our fingertips that we can use.
Bringing the world together right here. It's very simple, it sounds like. So that means if I list my property with you in Nan Properties, that property, people can see it all over the world with your marketing connections there.
Absolutely. Christie's only chooses one company in a city to be an affiliate with, and they actually selected Nan. And that's huge for me, one of the reasons I joined Nan. So yes, if you list your house with me, your home goes on Nan's website, which automatically goes on Christie's website, which automatically goes on the digital platforms that they have affiliates with, like Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and then they are the largest art auction house in the world. And so they have a lot of relationships with fine dealers such as Gucci and Louis Vuitton, a lot of big designers, and we also get advertising through all of them as well. So the reach for a home that we list is way beyond Houston, and it's global. I was just reading yesterday that 1 in every 4 people is moving to Houston outside of the Houston area. And of those 1 out of every 4, half of them are coming outside of our country. So being able to have that reach is phenomenal for our clients.
That really is. And before the show, you were telling me about, you mentioned New York City. Let's tell people about what's going on there. You have an additional perk, it sounds like, for people going to New York.
Christie's loves to take care of clients. And so if I have a friend or a client, somebody that's going to New York, say for the summer, all I can do is call up Christie's auction house, and they will arrange for a private tour of our auction house in Rockefeller Center, and it's free of charge.
Well, that sounds great.
So who wouldn't want to take a tour in Rockefeller Center while you're visiting New York City?
I want to see some great art. I may take you up on that. That may be my destination for the summer. Can I go?
You can go. It's phenomenal. You should absolutely go. And we do have several auction houses all over, a lot of auction houses all over the country. So
that sounds great. So let's tell people, you're in real estate for quite a while. What is it that you love about real estate?
I love the people. I really, really like working with people and helping people. It's so much fun to help that person find their dream house that they've been looking forever for. It's fun to help a seller get their house ready to sell. I like staging, I like design, and helping them get the price that they want is always fun. But I really love sharing my city with people from Houston. I'm helping a couple relocate from California here as we speak now. It's always exciting for me to be able to tell them what I love about Houston.
Well, you mentioned people coming from other places. Certainly they arrive from California, even New York or wherever else. Mm-hmm. A lot of people come from other countries. Where do you, let's say, of all the people that you're helping from a buyer standpoint, I don't know, take the last 10 or last 20, how many have been from out of state?
Well, just in the past year, 3 of mine have been from out of state, and they've all been from California. And they're all coming to work at the same place. So I'm lucky I get these referrals. I have experienced a couple of out-of-country buyers. I was given a referral from an expat that was relocating back to the States. And so they are coming from all over.
Have you had the experience to, let's take the California people that we're talking about, have you had the opportunity to help someone from California that's never been to Houston and you were there the first time they saw it to meet them to look at properties?
Yes.
What do they say about Houston? I always love to see how people react to Houston, Texas, especially here in 2019.
I guess it depends on what event has just occurred. If they just come after Harvey, they're a little bit nervous and they want to make sure they aren't looking at any flooded homes. If it's their first time here and they were having beautiful weather, then of course they're inspired and they think it's great. And I oftentimes have to let them know that Houston weather isn't always as lovely. And
it can get a little humid.
And climate, exactly. But for all in all, I think everybody that I've worked with was glad to be here. And I'm fortunate I'm a Houston native, and so I feel like I'm available to give them a wealth of knowledge about our city. And I taught school prior to real estate for 18 years, so I know a lot about the school system. So I'm able to recommend good schools and neighborhoods that are zoned to good schools. So.
And certainly every, as mentioned, real estate agent is an ambassador. So it sounds like being a native of Houston, you know maybe a little bit more than the average real estate professional out there.
Yeah, I've watched Houston transpire for way many years than I'm going to say on the air. But I've watched it grow and change a lot. So it's been exciting.
If you were to look ahead and just take a wild guess, here we are almost at the halfway point of the year. And you were to say, I wonder how the year's going to end up real estate-wise from an activity standpoint. How do you see it trending, and how do you think we'll end up November, December?
Wow, that's a hard question.
No one knows the answer, so there is no wrong
Yeah,
answer.
I wish I had a magic ball. If I did, I could have rule real estate right now, probably. No, right now the market is a little slow. There's a lot of inventory, and buyers are having a more difficult time now. A lot of students are graduating with student loans, and they're waiting later to purchase homes. So I think we have a lot of high-end homes that are sitting on the market that will sit for a little bit. In the neighborhood I live in, the $1 million to $2 million price point is the sweet spot. So those homes tend to sell higher than the $2 million plus. If you're under $400,000, under $500,000, that seems to still be a hot market. So I think all in all, Houston will come out okay. I just think that we may have a few different price points in a few areas that may slow down just a little bit for right now.
Let's say someone's a buyer that has not purchased a home in, 10 years or for really a long time, and they just sold their home or whatever, but they're in the buying mode right now. What should they know about how things have changed? And what would be your introductory lesson to say, okay, you're going to buy a home. Certainly you want to know the price range, but how else do you prepare them for the buying adventure?
Oh, goodness, there's so many different steps. I guess the first thing I have to know is how much they want to spend, and if they've been pre-qualified, because years and years and years ago, it wasn't necessarily a criteria to be pre-qualified, but now everyone wants a pre-qualification letter, or they want to see that you have cash funds available in the bank. So that's the first thing we discuss is their pricing. Of course, we discuss location and discuss what they're looking for as far as the home is concerned, what their needs are. Are schools important, the size of the home? Yeah, I think the financing part is probably the biggest thing, how long it takes to close, and making sure that I have several points I point out to them to make sure they don't do, like, don't buy a big new car, don't buy new furniture, don't make big purchases, don't change jobs. There's a long list.
Steady,
Keep things very steady and very stable.
Also, out of, say, the last 10 sales that you've made, how many are cash sales, average? The interest rate is so good right now, but yet still people want to pay cash.
They do. And again, it goes back to the price point and the clientele of who you're working with. So I don't have a whole lot of cash sales. I'd say probably maybe a third of my buyers are cash buyers. I do work with some investors. I have one investor who has bought several of my properties and turned around and sold them, and he paid cash for the properties he bought, and ranging up to past $1 million for one of them. So they're out there.
And Luanne, if people want to reach out to you, what should they do?
Well, they can Google me. I'm on Google. They can call me at 832-419-0685, or they can email me at luanne.marshall@nanproperties.com. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook.
Everywhere.
I'm everywhere. They can find me anywhere they want.
Luanne Marshall, Nan Properties. Give her a call at 832-419-0685. That's 832-419-0685. Right, Luanne?
That's right.
And we're going to take a short break. That's Luanne Marshall, Nan Properties. We're coming right back with even more. Stay with us. And we are back with Christy Hucaby, Nan Properties. Way too relaxing music for this exciting crowd. Christy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks for having me.
You know, there's certainly some energy in this room. I think you could feel it. And let's tell people, you're here at Nan Properties doing tremendous work every day. Let's tell people your perspective on the company.
Well, I actually left my brokerage. I'm an old gal in this business. I've been doing this for 26 years. Came across Nancy, and it was a life changer for me. I saw a document that she had on her desk that said, elevate your game. And when I saw that, I knew it was time to elevate my game, because I've been doing this for so long, and I needed to be with a company that could back me in that elevation, because I wanted to go big. So I've taken a different perspective on real estate, in that I'm targeting developers and builders and taking on that end.
And there are plenty of both of those things right here in Houston. I like the idea, Christy, when we talk about, and as people hear this show, they're not just real estate professionals, but we all, whatever we do, if we're excited about what we do and we have goals and dreams, we all want to elevate our game. I think that's inspiring that was kind of a trigger for you to, hey, I want to take things to the next level.
I tell my kids, come on, let's elevate our game every day. It's part of me now. So with that, I've been able to have the support and the backing and the name recognition through the Christie's International Real Estate brand to target higher end developers. Right now, I am working with DC Partners, who is going to be developing the Allen on Allen Parkway. It's a $500 million development. I've been working really hard to get in the door there, and they're actually having their realtor grand opening on June 6th. And so these are high-rise homes. A hotel is included, Thompson Hotel. It's going to be fabulous.
When we think about all the things going on in Houston, I've said it before, and especially I'm thinking about it now as we think about your affiliation, Nan Properties, with Christie's worldwide, and of course your name is Christy. How does that fit?
It's just meant to be.
But it is true. The world has their eyes on Texas, first of all, and certainly they do on Houston, Texas, because there are so many people coming here, thus a lot of traffic, yes, but so many people are arriving daily into Houston, and there are so many things for them to be excited about. And when they think about where they want to live, we have so many new things ready to go and, as you're saying, being developed right now.
It's going to be incredible. It's probably in the next 3 years people will be moving in. But the views, it's right there on Allen Parkway. Also, I've secured a partnership with Coventry Homes at Somerset Green, which is a development right off Old Katy Road, right in the Washington area. So it's kind of a hidden gem. The developer was Hines Development. And so today's market, with things going slower and advertising dollars are slimmer, I'm able to bring to the table through Nan a lot of high production social media, stepping out of my comfort zone, because this is a new way of selling homes. People aren't selling them realtors aren't selling them the same way that they used to. You know, we're doing major high production videos with drones, camera crews coming in, showing the homes, and so I have to be on my game.
And where can people go to see some of these videos? You're always on your game. That's what they're saying here in the background. But where can people go to see these videos?
So Nan has a YouTube channel, and so on her YouTube, the company YouTube channel, they're posting all of these videos, in addition to my website, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram,
all that.
all of it.
So I say it all the time as well. The real estate professional has to have a special set of skills, as my friend Lynn right over here would say. But you have to do so many things. I think right now, just what you've described, one of the things that the real estate professional has to do is be aware of all the new stuff that's here, ready to go, and all the new stuff that's around the corner.
I have to
be
tell
able
you,
to keep up with it. I mean, you must do that every week.
I have to
get
tell
up
you,
to
I
speed.
sold a home in basically 1.5 days, $950,000 home, from my video. And I had just
That's the way to do it.
I had just put it on all the social media outlets targeting the zip codes in the area of the home. This was a referral from Hawaii through Christy's brand. And they were at a meeting with a builder making an offer. And she was on her phone and she saw my post. And she stopped. She had her realtor call me. I said, "Get out of that office. You have to come see my listing."
You ought to be in sales. Look at this. Listen, we got the A plus team here.
And then,
Oh, my.
sorry to say, that builder unfortunately lost his sale, but we got that thing sold in pretty much a day and a half.
That's incredible. It also makes you think about timing. Isn't timing everything in everything?
Yes,
I mean,
it was
just,
amazing.
Just that second that they saw that, and things are so visual. When you see something that you like that, they see the photo online, or if they see the video, that's so important.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm learning something every day. When I wake up, it's a new day of learning and stepping out of my comfort zone and elevating my game. And, you know, besides my developers and my builders, I'm residential. I live in Kingwood. So I have been dealing with a lot of this flooded buyers, flooded sellers. It's just been devastating to our community of Kingwood. And the effects rolled all the way out into Houston.
I have a feeling that you are, in addition to the things that you're doing as standard procedure, the developers, the builders, I bet you're always thinking of the next thing. Just guessing.
I am a Gemini. I like
Now, what does that mean? I don't know the astrology.
Geminis.
What's
We just have to
Gemini?
have something going on. We have to try new things
Is that
all
right?
the time.
All the time.
We just can't be bored.
That
you know?
sounds very exciting.
So you just got to keep it moving. And in addition, I have 3 sons and
3 sons. In fact, one of them was going to be here today and be our photographer. Let's tell us about that guy. He graduated from Baylor, I understand.
Well, yeah. Well, he's a senior at Baylor, and he was chosen one out of 100 students to go to New York internship. So he was going to be here. He's doing a summer internship through NAN to do these high production videos. We're getting some free work, free labor out of this boy.
That sounds
And
good.
then
What's his name? He might be listening to the show, you think?
His name is Gunner Ray. We just got a very exciting call back for an interview with The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. So he has to interview with them by Friday.
How
So
super
this
cool
mama
is that?
has to sell some real estate, make all my calls, and take care of this boy.
And I have a feeling you're going to do that. And you have other sons as well, right?
I have 2 more sons, Fisher and Ryder. So they're
Always stuff going on.
and a boy dog.
What
I'm
kind
the
of
only
dog you
girl.
got? What's the dog?
His name's Boogie. He's a little Imperial Shih Tzu. He's so cute.
After the segment, do you have a picture of him? We'll check that out.
Of course I do.
That is super awesome. And all boys in the home. That's a lot.
They're just trying to deal with their mama, you know?
I could see that. So, Christy Hucaby, Nan Properties, super interesting. So, let's tell people if they want to reach out. There may be a new builder that might want to get to know you if you don't already know them. How do they reach you?
They can call me 281-731-6692. I'm on NAN website, hucabyproperties.com, Facebook,
Everywhere.
Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter.
You name it. In fact, all the best to your son, by the way. That has to be very exciting to be. The Tonight Show is such an incredible institution.
NBC Universal, yes. I mean, we were just at the Hucaby household last night. We were kind of a little excited and
I'll bet.
hopping around.
Once again, your phone number is, Christy?
281-731-6692.
There you go. We're coming right back with even more. Stay with us, please. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. That was Christy Hucaby. Oh, yeah. We're coming right back. Welcome back. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Now we have a very interesting segment as we think about being organized. Being organized is so important. Many of us are not. Many of us are just halfway organized. Who knows what your situation is? But we have three ladies here with a company called Most Organized. We have Moira. We have Susana. We have Flavia. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill.
So wouldn't you say it's important to be organized, Moira?
It is very important these days because you can save a lot of time, money, and mentally.
Mentally, it's a tremendous feeling to know that everything is in its place. And when you use something, let's say, then you put it back to the same place. Am I on track?
Yes, that's correct. At least take like 5 minutes each of your day to kind of keep everything organized and in place so you can save time and find everything quicker and, go on with your day.
It makes life easier. And you started the company?
We actually started with Susana. She's an architect back in our country. We didn't know those days you can do it as a business. But since we moved to United States, we started as our own company on organizing, and now our clients are suggesting us that we can do staging as well. So we try a couple of stagings, and it's been actually doing really good on that as well.
So Flavia, if you were to tell people of all the services, so you're organizing, helping people stay organized, you're staging as well. What other services, or is that it?
We do decorating as well.
So what is the most popular thing that you do right now with your company?
We do closets and pantries, I want to say, is the most popular. At this time of year, it's going to be staging. No job is too big or too small.
So you do small and large jobs. When we think of it, let's take the smallest job. What would that be? So someone could call you up and say, I have this 1 or 2 closets. Can you help me get it organized? And you can do it?
Absolutely.
And that's not too small?
That's not too small, no.
And then what about a big job? Is that the whole house?
Or garage.
Could be, or a garage or stuff like that.
My garage is not organized at all.
Then we're going to go help you.
There you go. That's the new
Contact us.
That's a big frontier to someone's garage, because that's where
Yes.
all the stuff ends up.
Exactly. Like, people don't know that sometimes what do they have even inside their closets or garages or pantries, and they go expire. You do not use your clothes for more than a year sometimes, or your closet or your garage is full of just storage space that you can use for what it really is, to put your car in.
It would seem to me the first thing about getting a home organized is removing the clutter. And I think we all have a lot of clutter.
Yeah, but just don't forget that if you organize the clutter, it is still a clutter. So what you need to do is basically go through your stuff and see what it makes you happy. Do you use it? I mean, is it functional? After that, you can see if you have been using it for the last 12 months. If not, we totally recommend it to put it away, donate it, or just don't put it back in whatever place it is.
And let's give people an idea for charging people for this service. How do you go about that?
We receive pictures, and then we go from there.
So first people make contact with you.
Correct.
So let's tell them the phone number or how they
The
reach
phone
out.
number is going to be 832-712-2324 or 832-434-1583.
All right, we'll keep that simple, 832-434-1583. The company is Most Organized. So what they would do, Flavia, then is give you a call, let's say, and the company is Most Organized.
Correct. Or our email, mostorganizedhtx@gmail.com.
So they could reach out to you and then send pictures to say, hey, look, this is a mess. Can you help me?
Yes.
And then you estimate it by the
Correct.
job like that.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
We also have an Instagram. It's at most_organized, and Facebook, which is Most Organized as well.
So give us an idea. Some of the benefits certainly may be obvious, but what are some of the benefits of being organized? And what do you hear back from people after you help them out?
So some of the benefits, being organized definitely affects relationship, your time, your money, and your health. For relationships, we teach our clients techniques, styles, and tactics so that our clients can continue what they do best, only better. Also introduce serenity and order into their chaotic lives. So staying organized also, it affects the individual that we're organizing, but it also affects their family and it impacts their friends and colleagues, neighbors. Another thing was time. One of the greatest benefits of organizing is the discovery of time. For example, an organized worker takes about 10 minutes every day or every other day looking for a client's phone number, let's say. At the end of the year, this adds to days that you lost.
You get more time
looking for that number.
And you just feel better.
An organized home or a workplace allows individuals to maximize their talents. So instead of spending all that time looking for that phone number, you could spend more time calling your clients. We all have stress due to family, work, and all that. So helping an individual organize their life and their environment is a powerful remedy to reduce the stress.
Just another step for stress reduction. And Moira, before we close out the segment, what else would you like people to know about the company?
That our company, it's offering specials this summer, and we are a bilingual company, so you can contact us even if you don't speak English. And we have a team of electricians, architecture, or wallpaper installers. So we offer a bunch of other services if you need us. Our mainly service is the organizing, but like we said, clients and friends, after they saw our job and our work, they like it really much, and they recommended us to start doing staging. We started a couple. We're actually very happy. You can visit our Instagram and see some pictures of what we haven't done.
And that sounds great. The company is Most Organized. Ladies, that sounds very exciting. The phone number again is 832-434-1583 if you want to get organized, if you want to reduce stress and all those things. Thank you guys for being on the show. Give them a call at 832-434-1583. Most Organized. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for having us.
We're with Michelle Steffen with Stewart Insurance and Risk Management. Hello, Michelle.
Hey, Bill. How's it going?
It's going great. When we think about insurance, there are so many insurance companies. Competition is out there for all of us in any walk of life. But when we think about insurance, home, auto, all those insurance needs that people have, what are some of the distinctions when people work with Stewart Insurance and Risk Management?
That's a great question. You know, there's so many positive things that a customer can experience working with us. First of all of our insurance agents are licensed. You know, they go through extensive training to obtain that license. But that's just the beginning. Once they get licensed, then they go through a comprehensive training program that we've developed meant to help them communicate with a customer about the things that are important. So we've talked at length before about how complex insurance can be, and our goal is ultimately to simplify it, put it into terms that everybody can understand, and then help people to be confident in the decisions that they make about their coverage. So we've remodeled the status quo for our own people, and we train them, we encourage them, we encourage growth and professionalism, and our goal is that every time they communicate with our team, regardless of who it is, from the top to the bottom, that they get that same feel. We want them to feel like they hugged us through the phone. And I mean that with all my heart.
In fact, the people with your company and people that are on your team, it's almost like they're interpreters. They're interpreting the language of insurance to those that need it and helping them find the right blend of insurance for them.
Absolutely. And Bill, I have immense respect for those people who have written and underwritten policy forms, but it is absolutely legalese. It is written by attorneys, and it's often very complex. So we simplify that. We make it easy to understand, and we constantly empower our customers as they come to us. We want them to know, first of all, what we can be for them as advocates through the process of purchasing insurance, and then also at claim time. And we empower them to make those decisions through education. It's important that every moment we have with a customer, that they're taking from us value, not just in the policy that they have, but the relationship and the experience.
Indeed, you are making the complex simple for the person that needs the insurance, and that's so important. In addition, you're also raising the customer experience as far as customer service goes, because one of the things that I love when you call Stewart Insurance and Risk Management, you could talk to someone with not a problem.
Absolutely. Again, we don't have the call prompts. When you call, you get somebody live on the phone, and you're going to have somebody that can help you through whatever it is that you're going through, whether it's a need for new insurance quotes or whether you're working on renewing your policies with us or just average policy changes. When you buy a vehicle, you're going to work with somebody who cares about you, who's confident, and can help you to be confident as you go through that process. And I like to say this, and I say it confidently, that nobody else is out there doing what we do with our customers, and I'm proud of that. So we continue to build that environment, and customers are going to enjoy every experience they have with us.
Very nice. Making the complex simple. Michelle, let's tell them how they can reach out.
Sure. You can reach us at 866-845-4676. And again, that's 866-845-4676.
I'm going to call right now. Thanks, Michelle.
Please do. Thanks, Phil.
And we wind things up here. The best is yet to come, as they say. She's back, Luanne Marshall, Nan Properties. Luanne, before we close out the show, what else would you like people to know about you or Nan Properties or whatever, anything else?
Well, I'd like people to remember that I'm a Houston native and I have a vast knowledge of our city. I would also like people to know that, just as Christy said earlier, that Nan definitely elevates all of our games. And Nan is the rising realtor broker of this city. She has the marketing. She's savvy. She's smart.
She's creative.
She's very creative. She's teaching all of us. Christy and I have been challenged thinking outside the box with all of our social media. But as Christy's already pointed out, it works. So I think that would be the one takeaway I would want people to remember, that they need to reach out to Nan if they really want to get their property sold.
In addition to all those great business-like things, I have a feeling you're all having some fun over there, too.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank my good friend from Nan Properties. She is the Director of Agent Training and Recruiting. Her name is Lynn Bronikowski. She's right beside me right here, doing an incredible job, right, Luanne?
I love Lynn. I've known Lynn ever since I started in the business, and I actually sold Lynn's house for her.
And I will say this about Lynn. If it weren't for Lynn, I wouldn't be here today. And if anyone wants to know all the details, just give me a call. It's a long
story.
A long story. So, Luanne Marshall, if people want to reach out to you from anywhere in the world, certainly here in Houston, Texas, what should they do?
Call me at 832-419-0685.
One more time?
832-419-0685. Or look me up on Nan Properties website or Luanne Marshall Real Estate Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, all of the social media. Yes, sir.
And by the way, Nan Properties has a tremendous website. And Mr. McKinney, let's change things up. Before we close, people can follow you.
MrMcKinney.com on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Come learn about Houston history. Whether you're in real estate or want to learn more about your city, come learn with Mr. McKinney's Historic Houston on board the Houston History Bus.
The website is
MrMcKinney.com. And again, please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, especially Facebook. We do a lot of things on that.
The Houston History Bus is so incredible. There's no top on it. You could see the sights. You can hear the information from Mr. McKinney. It is all good. Christy Hucaby, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So let's tell people, before we close out, Christy, what would you like them to know?
Just that, Nan Properties is state of the art, fun, but we get the job done. Business is business, and maybe they should elevate their game.
I think we all should elevate our game because
yes, maybe they should elevate their game and then have Nan sell it, because we get it sold quick and we're innovative and we do it differently. Amen. Yes.
And when I said creative about Nancy, that is, she does some things as far as when she presents properties, things that people nowhere else does. It's incredible.
Well, I have to say that with her tenacity, she's very inspiring. Her persistence, just to be able to obtain the Christie's affiliation. And then so much so that we are hosting the global conference, Christie's Global Conference for Christie's International Real Estate here in Houston in October. November. Oh, it moves. November 11th. At the Post Oak Hotel. So we're going to have agents through Christie's International from all over the world here in our city.
So that is so awesome. And we don't have a quote of the day, but we do want to tell people, remind them, let's elevate. How do you say it? Elevate.
Let's elevate our game.
Let's elevate our game. I don't care what you do. Let's do that. And now, before we close out, the company is called Most Organized. They're probably the most organized ladies right here in Houston. They're sitting right here. Flavia, let's tell people once again how they can reach out to your company should they want to get the closet organized, the garage even, all those things.
Contact us at 832-434-1583 or by email at mostorganizedhtx@gmail.com. Our Instagram is most_organized, and our Facebook is Most Organized as well. So come and get organized with us. We are Most Organized, and we turn your chaos into harmony.
That's all they have to do. Just reach out. The phone number again is 832. What is that?
832-434-1583.
Super awesome. And guys, before we close out the show, should people be sad, Luanne, that the show is ending at the time of broadcast?
No.
Why? Because it never really ends, because people can always go to Stewart.com/Houston to hear any and all the episodes except the first one, because we don't know where that is. So thank you for joining us on Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Check us out at Stewart.com/Houston. Thank you, Roseann Rogers. Thank you, Mr. McKinney. Thank you, Luanne Marshall, Christy, Hucaby. And good luck to your son, Susana, Flavia.
Thank you.
Moira, thank you so much. Get organized. Get some real estate wherever you're listening in the world. Give all these top realtors a call and also get organized. Thank you so much, Lynn Stryker-Bronikowski. Doing a tremendous job recruiting over there at Nan Properties. How do you do it? I think you have a lot of energy and you're super strategic and smart. So until next week, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. I'm your host, Bill Nampick. Stewart.com/Houston. Stewart.com/Houston. We'll see you then, and take a ride on that history bus with Mr. McKinney. It's too awesome. We'll see you next week.